So what I want to talk about, like, how do you get yourself to take action? Like the title says, like when those things scare the shit out of you or they seem like really, really hard. And this happens a lot in our business, right? Like for most people, starting a business is super intimidating. And hey, Molly, I survived the cross-country trip. It wasn't too bad. Actually, most of it was pretty good. And then like the last hour or two were a little challenging with the driving because it started to get dark, but the rest of it was actually good. So, okay. So and also during my trip is when I was listening to some audiobooks. So I listened to actually a number of audiobooks, or I tried to listen to a number of audiobooks. A lot of them just weren't doing it for me. But the one that did got some good pointers there that were actually things, like I said, I've heard them before, but they just like really clicked kind of in a new way. Hey, Stefania. So glad you're joining. So I want to share it with you guys because I think it's actually probably one of the most powerful things to allow you to take action towards the things you want and not to get stuck. And so, hey, Mariana, yay, some people are joining. I'm always like, I know like when I randomly do videos, I'm always like, I don't know if anyone's gonna join, but I do them anyways. So when we're getting started in a business or when we're growing a business, like we come across a lot of fears and limiting beliefs and just challenges as far as putting ourselves out there, getting visible. What are people going to think of me? What if I fail? What if I'm not good enough? Like all these things, like I hear them from everyone. Hey, Jenny, I'm in Colorado officially now. So I hear these things from everyone. So if you have these things going on for you, like, no, you're not alone because they're truly pretty much universal as far as things that we're going to face when we're starting a business and when we're growing a business. So, and truly like in a lot of areas of our life too. So the things that we learn in starting our business are things that we can take to other areas of our life too. And that's really what I found. For me, starting the business was, yeah, woohoo, like a big catalyst in like a lot of the different areas of my life because it's when I really got introduced to personal development and mindset and just that stuff and how powerful it is for allowing us to really create what we want in our business and in our life. And so one of the things that I heard when I was doing my drive this weekend, so I was actually listening to, oh gosh, I gotta remember what it's called now. Like, I think it was Unleash the Giant Inside or something like that. It's by Anthony Robbins or Tony Robbins. He likes to refer to himself as Anthony Robbins, I guess, when he writes the books. But what he was talking about was the power of, so everything, the power of our actions and the why we take them. So everything that we do because of pain and pleasure. We're wanting to move away from pain and we're wanting to move towards pleasure. Everything we do in life, every action we take, everything we do. Stefania read it, such a great book. Yeah, it's really short. It's like a short book, boom, 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 like awesome points. And I've actually heard this before. Like I said, the pain pleasure thing, like I've heard it before, probably a number of times, but for whatever reason, like this time it just really hit me. And I was like, oh my gosh, like this is such an important piece of the puzzle in any change that we want to make in our life, and definitely with starting our business as well. And I'm gonna show you guys like how this, because I started thinking about it, it's like, oh my gosh, this is super powerful. So when it comes to starting our business, what happens is we do often want to move away from things. So the pain, like the pain of doing a job that sucks, the pain of having to get up every day and go to work, do work that's unfulfilling, not have much freedom, be limited in how much money we can be making, maybe work crazy hours. Like, these are all like pain points a lot of times, like we really want to move away from. But what happens is a lot of people shift their focus, instead of really focusing on the pleasure of what it's going to be when you start your business and you have your business up and rolling, which means making a big difference in the lives of other people, having that freedom, having that flexibility, being able to do the work that you're meant to be doing, to like step into your purpose, to be authentic in your business and in all areas of your life. Most of us don't really focus on that. We do a little bit, but what happens is we shift from that pain point to a new pain point. And really what most of us start thinking about is we get caught up in the limiting beliefs. So we start to think about the pain point of comparison, or people judging us, or what if I'm not good enough? What if if I don't get clients, or people don't want to pay me, or so right away we move right back to pain, and instead of really focusing on the pleasure and the outcomes that we want, we start thinking about all the bad things that may happen, or all the reasons why we shouldn't do it, or all the reasons why we may fail. And so that, it really sabotages us, because naturally, like, our brain wants to move towards pleasure and away from pain. So if we start associating pain with starting our business, we're not going to want to do it. We're going to hit tons and tons of resistance. It's like you're just banging your head against the wall, because you're like, I want this business, but at the same time, you're thinking about all the pain of starting this business. You're thinking about all the bad things that might happen. You're thinking about, all the mistakes you may make, or that you might possibly fail. And because of that, or that you're going to invest money into your business and not get it back, like, that's another big one. Because that's what you're focused on, your brain is trying to stop you from doing it. So, like, I started thinking about this, I'm like, oh my gosh, it makes so much sense. So when you can realize this, and stop thinking about, Jenny's saying bingo. Yeah, like, absolutely. This is huge. Like, this is so huge. I was so excited when I started thinking about this, and I was like, oh my gosh, like, this is going to help people so much. So when you stop thinking, like, about all the pain of starting your business, because there's pain and pleasure in anything we do, right? But in order to get us to take the actions that we want to get to the end result we want, which is having a successful, thriving, amazing business, we need to be focused on the pleasure. So the pleasure of making, I talked about this before, or I just mentioned it before, but like making a huge difference in the world, changing the lives of even one person. If you change the life of one person, like, what does that mean to you? That's freaking huge. It's like phenomenal. It's, what a gift to be able to give to people. Hey, Eliza. Yay. Yeah. If you guys can like resonate with this, if this is making sense to you, like, let me know. And if you're getting really caught in like the pain points of starting your business, and you really find that that's keeping you stuck, keeping you from taking the action like that you need to be taking, let me know, because you are in good company, because I've been there for a long time. But like I said, like this, it's like all of a sudden when you change your mindset around this and you start to look at really focus on the pleasure of the things that you want, versus the pain points, it is going to change your life. And I actually even tried it out this morning. So I want to tell you what I did this morning. So, I'm not really someone that technically like loves to get up early. I get up generally like 7-ish, but so last night I went for a hike and it was freaking hot. Like, it's getting in the 90s most days here, which is pretty typical for Colorado summers. It's like dry heat, but it's pretty hot. So even last night I was hiking, it was like 8 o'clock, and I was like, damn, it is hot. And so I made this decision. I was like, I really want to hike in the morning, like really early in the morning when it is still, hey, sunny, when it's still cool out, and the trails are a lot less crowded too, because the big Chautauqua Park right here, like it gets pretty crowded like later in the day. So I made this, I was like, I want to hike when it's nice out, because it's like in the 60s to 70s in the morning, and then it just heats on up. And so I started thinking about, oh, but then I have to get up early, I have to get out of bed, like it's still kind of dark out, you know, like all these things. So right away I was like, went into the pain points of that, right? And then I switched my thinking. I was like, wait a minute, like if I want to do this, I got to think about the pleasure behind it. And so I started thinking about the fact that, yeah, Sunny, it's really hot. Sunny's in Arizona, so you got really hot. I've done a summer there too, so I know how that is. But I started thinking about, okay, if I get out early and I hike, then like I'm doing like a meditation. Like I find being out in nature and hiking, like that's a meditation for me. So I'm starting my morning off with that. I'm getting out when the air is still like cool, before the trails are crowded. And like I'm getting a really great workout, because hiking up the mountains is like awesome. And I so love it. Like I just get so excited. I'm gonna have to share some pictures later, because I got crazy with my camera, of course. But so I really focused on that, and truly like this morning I like popped out of bed before my alarm even went off. So before 6 a.m. I was up on the trails before 6:30, was done hiking by like 7:30. I did like about an hour, and it was awesome. And it wasn't dramatic. It was pretty easy to do, because I was really focused on the pleasure of doing it, as opposed to like the pain points of getting out of bed and whatever. Like we make all this crazy drama about things when it doesn't have to be that way. And so the same thing, like when we look at things that we want to be doing in our business, whatever those things are. Yeah, Sunny's saying no hiking for her. Yeah, even if you got up at like, well, you do get up really early, but even if you got up at like 4 a.m. and you went hiking, it'd probably still be hot in Arizona. So yeah, that's a little more challenging. But if we think about it, we can really translate this to our business as well. So, yes, get excited. Yeah, definitely. When you get excited about things. So I want to talk about this. Like for me, doing videos was really scary for a long time in my business. And I kept thinking about like, what if I say the wrong thing? What if I get on a video and I look foolish? What if I don't even know, what if I start drooling or something? Like, I don't know why I was so scared of them. Like, what are people going to think of me? What if people judge me? What if I don't know what to say and I sound stupid? Whatever those things are. And so I got so caught up in that I didn't do them for a really, really long time, even though I wanted to. And instead, if you start thinking about like, if like, let's do the videos, for example, like if I do this video, it gets me out there in a bigger way. People are starting to be able to connect with me. They get to see who I am, my personality, what I'm all about. You know, video really is probably the best way to connect with people online. And so instead really, and what if someone sees my video and it changes, like they see something that they needed to see that day, and it changes their day or changes their life. Like they needed that message that they saw in the video that I'm doing. You know, like all these things, and we can really start thinking about the pleasure of doing them and really the benefits and the amazing things that can happen, as opposed to getting so caught up in all the negatives or all the things that may happen, because it's two sides of the same coin, right? And it's just really where our focus is. That's all it is. And I truly I'm just seeing like how much it makes sense that if you're always focused on the pleasure of the things that you want to move towards, and then are seeing the pain of staying stuck where you are, and are not looking at the pain of where you want to move towards, right? Because there's pain and pleasure, obviously, of everything. But when you're really focused on the pleasure of that, like it's going to be so much easier to move towards it because it just makes sense. You're just like, yes, like, yeah, of course. Like, why wouldn't I take action to do that? Like, that's exactly what I want. So let me know if this is making sense to you guys. But I thought it was such a huge, like, just kind of aha. And like I said, it's not necessarily totally new information to me. It's just like it hit me at exactly the right way and the right time. And I was just like, oh my gosh, like there's so much wisdom to that, and really will help people take action for sure. So let me know if you guys have any questions about that. And maybe I could take you for, I was like looking around, I was like, my place is, I'm still kind of unpacking, but I could take you for a little tour if you guys want to see my place. It's super cute, it's small, but it's like really good location. I'm close to, I can walk to like downtown Boulder and the campus and hiking and like everywhere, which is awesome. So I'll give you a little tour. Elizabeth's saying yes, 100%. Let me flip you around. Okay, so little mini tour. Okay, I still have stuff laying around. So here's Boobop taking a siesta, like always. Just little living room. I have a super cute backyard. Oh, this is the bathroom. I guess I can show you guys. Not super exciting, but it's cute. I have a cute backyard. From the outside. I don't know if you can see that, it's really sunny. It's fenced in, so it's perfect for little Bailey Bop. And just bedroom. And I know it's kind of dark in here. So there's no air conditioning in this place, so I'm like, I'm doing the Colorado thing that I learned from my friend when I was out here before. Like when you don't have air conditioning, you have to like open up all the windows at night when it cools down, and then during the day you have to shut everything, like shut all the windows, try to close the blinds even to keep like sunlight out, to try to keep it cool in here. So yeah, it's cute. And I'm debating, I may still get an air conditioner, but I'm like, I'm not sure how long I'm gonna stay in this spot. So it's just the pain of putting it in and then, you know, taking it out if I move again and stuff too. Cause this is kind of it's a temporary spot. I have it for 2 months, possibly. I can stay longer, like I can renew my lease, and I do really like it. The only thing is I'm kind of like in student housing area. so as the school year starts, like I'll see how that is, because it may be like, it's awesome location, but it may be like kind of loud for me. We'll see. So time will tell. Yeah, it is fabulous. I really like it. Like it seems like such a perfect little spot for me. So thank you, Jody. Yeah, I'm loving it. And it feels really, really good to be back out in Colorado. It's actually funny, like when it was kind of towards the end of my trip, and I was in Colorado, and I don't know what the deal was, but it like smelled like factory for literally like an hour. Like when I got to Denver and stuff, and like before that, and I was just like, oh my God, what am I doing? Like, why does it smell like this? Where am I going? What's going on? And I started having like this mini freak out. And then like I got past Denver. Boulder's like a half an hour past Denver. And it was dark when I was driving, and I could see like the mountains. Like I couldn't really see the mountains because it was dark, right? But I could see that it was just like dark, and then you could see like the little lights like all over in the town, and it's kind of like against the background of just like darkness where the mountains were. And I was just like, oh, it feels so good. So I'm excited. Like it definitely feels really good and right to be back. And I'm loving the hiking. I am for sure going to be hiking every single day and keeping the getting up early in the morning so that I can go when it's cool and not crowded. The only sad thing is, you guys will probably notice, but my hiking pictures aren't going to have Bailey in them as much anymore, or barely at all, because he's having, his little legs just can't do it anymore, and I'm so sad. But he's been like kind of limping when I take him hiking, so I have to keep him to little short walks probably around my neighborhood. So that I'm sad about, but other than that, like, I'm really excited. Oh gosh. Jenny's telling me right before it snows, if the storm is coming from the north, it smells like stockyards. Yeah, it's weird. Like, I don't remember it being like that so much. Like, last time I was here, I don't know if it was just like a bad night or something. I was like, why does it smell? Like, it doesn't in Boulder at all. But like when I was getting towards Denver, it was, and I started getting freaked out. Yeah, Molly, I should carry him in a sling. Like, if anyone has any good dog carrying recommenders, like, I would love to know. I actually got him like a little backpack to put him in, but it hurts my back, so I was like, I can't really do like a long hike with him in there. So I was thinking about a sling would be another way, because it doesn't like necessarily sit on my back that way, but we'll see. It's a work in progress. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, but as right now, like, he can't really do it anymore, so poor little guy. But we do little walks around the neighborhood, and he can do that. So okay, so I think that's all I had for you guys, unless you guys had any questions. But the big thing is the pain, the pleasure. Like, keep your focus on that, and then, you know, it's becomes so much easier to take action. And if you're confused about what actions to be taking, because that's part of it, like, you know, knowing what actions to take, but where most people get stuck is really like actually taking the actions. But that is where I help, is helping you figure out what actions to be taking, because truly, like, everyone is a little bit different, but I truly believe that there's like a blueprint or like really like certain steps you can be taking in your business that work. And that can get you moving forward and get you getting clients and have the income coming in. And I've used these steps, and I teach them to my clients who are all getting clients, having money coming in. So if where you need help is on taking the steps and on the mindset stuff, like, I absolutely love that. I adore that. We talk about it all the time with my clients. But that's really where I help you guys shine. So if you want help with that, I will put a link to sign up for a free call with me. It's totally free, just a time for, but it's for people who are serious, like serious about starting their business, making a full-time income, doing your coaching. Like, you're ready to do the shit that scares you. Like, you might need support with it, and that's fine. That's where I come in, but you're like serious, because those are really the only people that I can help get results, right? Like, you have to be like, I'm going to make this shit work, and I'm serious about doing it. So if that is you, like, let me know. Let's talk. You can sign up for a free call with me. Like, I'd love to get to know you and just tell you a bit more about really how I help people get amazing results in their business. Because if you have been feeling stuck, you don't need to. Like, I feel very confident that I can help you if you are ready for it. So Stefania is saying, hell yeah. Yeah, like, it's so doable for you if you just decide. That's all it comes down to. So I'm going to wrap up, let you guys get on with your Monday. I'm actually going to go, there's like a really cute little coffee shop just down the street from me. It's called like Alpine Cafe. Been there before. It's super cute. So I'm probably going to go there and do a little work, because I just have a little catching up to do after all the moving the last few days. Jody's saying serious about your shit. Like, absolutely. Like, when you get serious about it, that's when you can make things happen. And just know, like, this is possible for any of you. Like, if you want a business, an online business, a coaching business where you're being super successful, you're like stepping into your power, you're getting known as an expert in your niche, you're making a huge difference in people's lives, like, I promise you that it is possible for you. Like, from the bottom of my heart, like, I believe that, and I know it. So if it's something you want, like just say yes to it and start taking action and really get the support you need. Like that is all it comes down to, and you'll make it happen. Like I have no doubts. So, all right, I'm done. Okay. So if you catch the replay, let me know. If you guys have any questions at all, let me know. And I hope you have an amazing rest of your Monday, amazing week, and I will talk to all you guys soon.